G'day football fans and welcome to a brand new something, really. I don't even know what to call it. Experiment. It's pretty weird. Today we're going to answer the age-old question of at what age players hit their peak. You know, like if you are 18, you're going to win the league versus a team of 36-year-olds. Or something like that. Or maybe it's closer to which age has the best players right now. I'll explain in a sec. Before we get into it though, make sure you do leave us that like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, comment what you think of the video, any other suggestions for what we might do in future videos like this, let me damn know. I mean, it was interesting putting this all together. It definitely took a lot longer than I expected it to, mostly due to my own failures and inadequacies, I'd say. Anyway, let's get into it. It's been a long one, honestly. So, here is the league table. It does look pretty funny. Something's a bit off with it. Basically, what I did was so that there was no club given like an advantage because, you know, if we load in, you know, the 24-year-old players and they're all at Manchester City, that's going to do better than, you know, the 28-year-old players and they're all at, I don't know, Bournemouth or something like that. Like, to make sure all things are equal, everyone is at a version of Aston Villa. The only thing that's gone wrong with it is if we go to the job centre, when you duplicate clubs, it doesn't take across the staff, or doesn't duplicate the staff to come across. So only one of our Aston Villas has staff. For now, anyway. It's the 1st of August, they got time. They'll be right. So, let's have a look through. Firstly, we'll start with the Aston Villa 36. It says it up here. Doesn't say it on the other screen for whatever reason, but... and firstly, I've got to cancel loans and things. Give me 2 seconds. Anyway, alright, I sorted that out. Already noticing something, you know, weird and annoying, but this is the squad. Basically what I did was I went with a 4-3-3. Maybe I should have done another formation. I don't know. You let me know what you reckon. And I taken the best 2 players per position. So, the best 2 goalkeepers that are 36, Manuel Neuer and someone named Christian Alvarez. Don't know much about him, to be completely honest with you, but apparently he has spent time at Zaragoza, it says over here. It's about all I know. Then we've got Gustavo Cabral, Raul Albiol, Sergio Ramos, Jeremel. The centre backs, right backs are Mariano and Navas. Left backs are Felipe Luis and Andreas Ulmer. Again, not someone I know an awful lot about. James Miller's in there with Lucas Biglia, Veloso, Modric, Luis Montez, David Silva. God, I sort of want this team to do well. I don't feel like they will, but I want them to. Mostly down to David Silva being there. That's kind of about it. For Aston Villa 37, the 37-year-olds, we have got Fabianski and Ochoa as the goalkeepers. God, it's sad to see Ochoa be that old, I mean, because it means we won't see him boss it at some World Cups anymore. Centre-backs, Thiago Silva and Chiellini. I mean, obviously the headline acts there, and then some other people with impossible to pronounce names who look decent. I mean, he's not horrible or anything like that. Other than that, highlights of the 37 team, Fernandinho is still there, Sandy Cazorla's in there with Valbuena, and of course a little known fella named Cristiano Ronaldo is leading the line for the 37-year-olds. You think that they're going to have to struggle, surely. Like when you look at some of the other teams which are absolutely stacked, you'd have to say they're going to struggle, surely. As for Aston Villa 18 or the 18-year-olds, the best 18-year-olds there are in football, a manager, it looks a bit short, and that's because they've put some of them in their under-21s. Sorry about it, but their right back, Gonzalo Estevez, and then a centre-back named Thomas Fernandez isn't apparently not good enough. Anyone else? No, that's it. All right. Anyway, look, some absolute, like, in years to come, that some of these will be absolutely sensational, like Romeo Lavia, Chukwuemeka, Miretti, Nyonto, Ali Cho, Sheldrup, absolute football manager heritage. I mean, for the past, like, year, maybe. Look, again, probably a team that you'd expect not to do very well, but, you know, we'll see. Starting to get to some actual first team definite quality players now. Looking at the Aston Villa 19 side, we've got people like just a little guy named Jude Bellingham, Camavinga's here, Pedri's here, Ansu Fati's here, Yeremy Pino, Rasmus Højlund's killing it for Atalanta this season. Some very, very good looking players there. Again, you probably think it's too soon for them. Like, not far off though. They are going to be very good soon. As for Aston Villa 20, this is like really where it starts to look good. I mean, we've got a Premier League standard goalkeeper in Gavin Bazunu. I mean, he's played in the Premier League this season, is how we'll say it. Then they've got Inacio, Gvardiol, Hincapié, Nyonzu as their centre backs. Some quality in like Nuno Mendes, Nico Ravella, Richie, Moises Caicedo, Bukayo Saka's there. Definitely some absolute heavy hitters there. Onana, of course, very good for Everton this season. We'll see how they get on. Again, when you progress through all of these, you start to see some that you're just like, all right, surely they're gonna be the best in the biz. These guys are not too far off though. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking about it as I was putting it together. I didn't know really who I thought was going to be the best. I mean, like 22, I think, is absolutely stacked. Anyway, we'll get to it. As for Aston Villa 21, and they've got this Nicky Billing. I don't know why. I don't know why some teams have a random fella chucked in. I don't know. It's weird. Very good team though. Mamardashvili is playing very well. I think Valencia this season. Centre backs. I mean, Saliba has been quality this year for Arsenal, and Fofana very good. Eric Garcia. It's weird to see that. Also, another thing that I've noticed. It's really weird to consider. Like that some people are the same, like you don't think that people are the age that they are, like I guess for an example, like I don't look at Oliver Skipp and think that he's the same age as Gabriel Martinelli. Like it weirded me out. So other good plays here, I mean, of course, Jeremy Frimpong, Enzo Fernandez, £100 million man. I really like Dominic Szoboszlai. I don't know how to say his name properly. Kvaratskhelia, of course, here as well. Rodrigo Martinelli, maybe lacking goals potentially, but I mean, Gonzalo Ramos is very good. I mean, he might be a couple of years short, but he's a model citizen. Oh, look at that. Wouldn't mind it. Yeah, very good though. Alphonso Davies there, very good. They're going to be up there surely. Next up, we've got the 22-year-olds. This is the one I was talking about a bit about potentially being a contender. In goals, Meslier or Costa, quality either way. Centre backs, Gurhi, De Ligt, Kalulu and Botman, very good. Right back, João Mario and Reece James. Left backs, Mitchell and Malacia, which was cool because it's... Anyway. Through midfield, Tonali and unregistered Tchouaméni. I don't understand that. Kamara, Florentine Luis, Vitinha and Elmas. Then in the wide positions, they've got Kulusevski, Ferran Torres, Foden, Vinny. Then up front, Erling Haaland and Vlahovic. Sensational. They look very, very good. I'd tip them surely to be one of the better sides. After we've looked at all the squads, I'll sort of skip through and have a look at the season preview, see who they think is the best in the biz. The only thing I guess I know will happen is like all of the players that I've released from the other Premier League teams that haven't made these teams will just be available for free transfer. So like, spoiler alert, but I don't think Trent Alexander-Arnold made it in a team. So like, he's just going to be sitting there ready for someone to get. Darwin Núñez, I don't think made a team, so he's going to be sitting there for someone to pick up. Martin Odegaard maybe didn't make a team. I don't remember. Anyway, next up, 23. For 23. Again, quite a very good team, but I don't know. Maybe, I think through midfield was my concern with them. As goalkeepers, I mean, Donnarumma, don't need to say anything beyond then. Centre-backs, Koundé, Kanate, Araujo, and Upamecano. Insane. On the right-backs, Hakimi and Tomiyasu. Left-backs, Pellegrini and Mikalenko, although Pellegrini and Mikalenko both unregistered, which... seems ill-advised. Through midfield, I mean, through like holding midfield, like having Declan Rice, like Guendouzi, Fofana, Zubimendi, McKennie, and Matheus Nunes. Like I'm worried about it. Like I don't think they quite have like creativity or like a midfielder going forward. Maybe I don't know. Something about it doesn't sit right with me. Wingers very good though. Gakpo, Leao, Marcus Edwards. Who's their other winger? Am I nuts? What am I missing here? Oh, Salamakers is all the way up here. Mbappe and Osimhen are their strikers, though, so I feel like Goals might not be too hard to come by rather. Just lob it forward and have one of them run onto it. Done. That's the game plan. Sorted. Done. For 24-year-olds, again, quite a good side. I mean, we're getting to the point of people who are actually in their peaks, like Ramsdale, Coble, Romero, Militao, Tomori, White, DiMarco, Theo Hernandez, Guimaraes, Fede Valverde, Chiesa. Like, this is a whip, man. This is a very, very good team. I mean, obviously there's no Mbappe or Haaland, but you wouldn't complain about having a strike partnership of Lautaro Martinez and Tammy Abraham now, would you? Now, 25-year-olds, yeah, decent. I mean, I think lacking a bit of like the star power that some of the other ages definitely have. I mean, still very good players like, Ruben Diaz, Pau Torres, Kim Min-jae, Frankie de Jong, Zinchenko's at Arsenal are doing very well. Carlos Soler is at PSG. Rafinha, Dembele, Luis Diaz, Gabriel Jesus. Like, it's almost, they've almost got like the one tier below superstar people. Like Gabriel Jesus, very good player. Clearly, he's won titles with City. Now almost close to doing it with Arsenal, but he's not quite like Mbappe. He's not quite like Haaland. He's not going to score as many goals, basically. And then, although I do love Nico Barella. Nico Barella is like probably my favourite player to watch right now. Anyway, moving on. I think this is going to take way too long because I'm just going through absolutely everyone. Aston Villa 26. I will remove that injury for Adama Traore. Yeah, again, so maybe similar to 25 where they just maybe lack absolute superstars. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, again, very good players still. Like, Onana, Lucas Hernandez, Rodri, Dumfries, Jack Grealish is here, Sane, Timo Werner. Like, very, very good team. Again, weird to think that people are the same age. Like, I don't... Or think that some of these people are older than... Anyway, it's... Whatever. Good side might end up being mid-table, which is weird to think. I don't know. Aston Villa 27, possibly one of the less good sides. I don't know. It definitely seems to be lacking something. I mean, they do have very, very good players like Goretzka, Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Gnabry. But then up front, like Mitrovic and RDT or Raul de Thomas. I mean, not great. And I mean, Kimmich, very good. I don't know. I don't see them as title contending or anything like that. I think like 23, 20, or 22 and 23 are better, maybe. That's just my viewing anyway. 28 is next. For 28, this looks like a very, very good team. They just don't quite have the superstar forward, maybe. Like, I mean, goalkeepers, Pickford, Edison, decent enough. Centre-backs, Marquinhos, Laporte, John Stones, very good. Right-backs, Di Lorenzo, Cancelo. Then they got... It's weird to see who they've chosen not to register at this point. I'm not sure what's going on there. Rafael Guerrero, Mateo Kovacic. Then, yeah, you go to like the wide spots and it's like the right side of midfield is Almiron and Politano. Like, it's like they're good, clearly good players. I mean, Almiron's having a great season for a Champions League qualification type side in Newcastle. Politano, if I'm not mistaken, is at Napoli winning the league. But he's not exactly the reason that they're winning the league. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Next up, 29. 29 has some absolute superstar goalkeepers. The 28, 29, 30 are very, very good with goalkeepers. Maybe even beyond that might be good too. But like last year, Edison and Jordan Pickford, I guess. But this year, Alisson and Jan Oblak. And I think next year has Courtois and Ter Stegen or something like that. It's mental. Very good players on this side. You know, it's so hard to pick. It's so hard to pick a favourite, but then like having like their right backs are Jonathan Klaus, who has played for France, and he's decent, and then Marisic, it's just not as... Is he a perfectionist? Oh, he's a perfectionist. That's nice. It's good to know. It's hard to say that they will be better than some of these other sides. I mean, like, is Wilfried Zaha being one of the best left wingers, is that going to be enough? I don't know. But then like Harry Kane and Lukaku are there, and Thomas Partey and Verratti. Decent. Aston Villa 30 have some absolute superstars. As I said before, Courtois and Ter Stegen as the goalkeepers. Insane. Absolutely brilliant. David Alba's here. Casemiro, Eriksen, Neymar, Heung Min Son, and Mohamed Salah. That's pretty good. That's a lot of goals. Surely that's a lot of goals. Like Eriksen feeding the ball forward to Neymar, Son, and Salah. Pretty decent. And then, players like Taremi, who's doing very well at Porto, in behind them, and Koke supporting. I mean, pretty decent. That. Don't know why they have so many people unregistered. In hindsight, maybe I should have gone through and changed, I don't know, some of these players to have English in their bones. I don't know. That was a weird... Why did I say it that way? 31 has some very, very good players, and again, it's probably one of my favourites just because of who they are. And it's Kevin De Bruyne. Really, that's all it is. It's Kevin De Bruyne. I liked 36 or whatever it is for David Silva. Kevin De Bruyne is the one for 31. But then some very good players like Koulibaly, Van Dijk. Goalkeepers decent, Bruno and De Gea. Maybe they don't have the legs. I don't know. They don't really have a pacey winger in like Mahrez isn't. You wouldn't call him express pacey. Hazard, 13 and 12. I mean, Mahrez will be quicker than that, surely. Yeah, 15, 14. Macias, 15, 14, and then Insigne, 14. Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough because they are clearly very good still. Just how do you pick it? How do you ever pick this? 32 is next, and we have got players like Szczesny, Kyle Walker, Daley Blind, Pjanic, Cruz, Bellarabi. I don't know who these players are. Like, some of them I just didn't know. I just had no idea who they were. Like Fidel Chavez, it could be anyone. I don't know. Like, he played for Elche. I don't know. Rui Diaz? Don't know. He's playing for Seattle. And now PSG want him on loan. And one of the other Aston Villas wants him on loan. Which Aston Villa wants him? Can we see which one? Aston Villa 18 want him. That makes sense. They probably do need some sort of leadership. I don't know why he is the leader that they're after, but is what it is. Yeah, don't look that great. I mean, I don't know who Stevanovic is. Some guy who's playing for Servette, and he played for Sevilla back in 2012-14. So, I mean, he played 7 times for them, so he's quality. Don't see great things in their future. 33 has some superstars, but also they're just old, aren't they? It's getting old. It's getting old. It's getting slow. Having right backs that are like Wagner. I don't know how to say that without having it sound horrid. Is he going to be that good? Probably not. A couple of the Aston Villas want Javi Martinez on loan, which is funny. It's funny to see that. A couple of the Aston Villas want Alderweireld. Why would they loan him out, though? Why would they get rid of him? But, having Lewandowski, Marco Reus, Jordi Alba, they're solid. You'd expect them to finish above, like, the 18-year-old team, but other than that, struggling, I think. Second last team now is the Aston Villa 34 team, racing through them. I mean, they have a Ballon d'Or winner here in Benzema. They've got Di Maria, Busquets, Rakitic, like some very good players, but definitely formally good. I mean, why does PSG want everyone? I suppose we have taken a lot of superstars from teams like PSG. Like, who do they have left right now? It is weird to see them. They have like all their superstars are missing, really. That's the crux of it. So they've been absolutely ransacked. So they're going to want to buy people, but why do they want to loan, who was that? Max Gradle? What? Why him? Of anyone, why Max Gradle? 35 might be one of the favourites. I don't know. Just because they have Messi, really. That's all they got going for them. I mean, they've got other people like Navas and Lloris, and Bonucci is here. David Luiz is back in the Premier League. Giammattino, Pedro, Giroud, I don't know. They've got Lionel Messi. They've got Messi. So, you think good things are in their future. Radu's about to retire, so that's cool. Yeah, weird one. It's just weird to now look at teams like Juventus and be like, Alright, they've been absolutely pillaged, haven't they? They've got like nothing left. Fagioli's still here, Quadrado's still here. That's cool. It's weird to see some people that didn't make it, like Alexandro and Quadrado, but you know, it's what it is. Alright, anyway, let's go to Premier League. Let's see the season preview and see who they think's going to win. Surprise, surprise, they think Aston Villa's going to win it. Which one is it though? 30? They think Aston Villa 30 is going to win it. I suppose with that front line, like Salah, Son, Neymar, yeah, you can see why they'd have them up there. Second place, they have 29. Again, some very good players like Kane, Pogba, Partey, Berratti, Rudiger, Varane, very good, and very good goalkeepers as well. Third place, they think 27. I'm not too sure about that. We'll see. We will see. Who do they have going down? 18. That makes sense. Totally on board with that. I get that. They're going to struggle. They're definitely going to struggle, but they're definitely going to get some experience. So that's good. Also going down, they have 37. Makes sense. Old, slow, can't keep up. Ronaldo hopefully doesn't throw a fit. And also going down is 19. So the opposite ends of the spectrum, but completely understandable, I guess. Alright, that's it. I've talked for way much longer than I thought I would, just introducing them. Let's get through. Let's see who wins. I think... Who did I say? I wanted like 22 or 23 or something. Where are they? They think 28. Where's 22? They have coming 7th. Interesting. We'll see. We'll see how they get on. It's good to see the like almost world 11 here. Which silver is that? Bernardo Silva they have there. Modric, interesting. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see how we go at the end of the season. Every team is going to need to get a manager. Hopefully, we get to see some good ones come in. I don't know. Let's do it. It's 10:30 at night. I've got work tomorrow. Let's move on. All right, we are here. It is the end of the season. It's later than it should be. I'll say. Firstly, a couple of jobs are up for grabs. Also, Gattuso is one of the coaches. Interesting enough. Let's see who won. Basically, I don't think there's anything more to it. I mean, we'll check the stats and see who performed and all that sort of stuff. But who won? Shocker. Aston Villa. Very even league. Look at this. Like 73 points to win a league. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not going to claim to be some sort of absolute expert, but that seems mental. Who went down? 18. Yep, that makes sense. Under Sam Allardyce, that's cool. Who played well? Balde played well, and now he's being wanted by another Aston Villa. Kenny Tete came in. Thomas Meunier is there. And anyway, weird. Who else went down? 37-year-olds went down to Ronaldo playing in the Championship next season. They brought in Bednarek, now he wants to leave. A bunch of people are listed for transfers. Ochoa is wanted by some teams. Where's Ronaldo? What am I doing? Ronaldo, 12 goals. That's okay, I guess. Also relegated was Aston Villa. 32 was relegated. That's surprising. Who was on this team? I mean, Tony Cruz. I didn't think they were a relegation candidate. That seems extreme. Also, Pochettino is their manager. Weird. All right, in fourth, 23. They're one of the ones that I was, keen on because of Osimhen, Mbappe, Rafael Leao, pretty good players. They came, 23-year-olds came fourth. Look at transfer history. I mean, they did bring in Martin Odegaard, who fits the timeline. That's pretty good. How old's Smithies? No, he's too old. That was stupid. And they loaned out for fun. Yeah, whatever. They performed very well. Not many goals. Like, you would have thought that Mbappe would score more, but it is what it is, I guess. In third place, we have 22. That was... Alright, I think the preseason preview had them to finish like 7th, and they were one of my favourites. So it's clearly I'm not completely out of the realms of possibilities. I don't know. Erling Haaland gets himself 22 goals on this side. They've brought in No one? No, they brought in someone. Kurdioglu. And these fella and Havertz came in. Doesn't quite fit the timeline, but close. Yeah, wow, they've done really well. In the second place, 29. I think that was about where they were expected to finish. They haven't really... I don't know if they've made any transfers, have they? They brought in James... I'm so dumb, man. Where the flip has it gone? James Trafford, here he is. 20-year-old goalkeeper. He's from Manchester City, isn't he? Yeah, Man City, there you go. And they've come second. Who's performed? Kane and Zaha and a bunch of others. Kane in goals and assists. Asking to leave. Wow. Wants a new contract. Okay. I mean, he's probably deserved that, really, because he was their best performer in the whole season. Anyway, the winners, though. Would it be 30 then? No, 27. 27. Really? Go back to when in the video I've gone, I think they're okay. Wow. That is unexpected. Who's performed well for them? Someone has to... Bernardo Silva's gone mental. 7.55 rating. Are you serious? That is mad. That is absolutely mad. Who's their coach? Who is their coach? Emmanuel Alguacil. Of all... Like, what? I did see... It's just weird to see who... Like, who... Did they... nothing. Just him. They just hired him. Can we see who the coaches are for everyone? Let's look at goals all over the place. Lewandowski, top scorer. Standard, really. Then Haaland, Hulk, played well for a 36-year-old. That's good. Martinez, Benzema. Jota has come in on a free from somewhere, and now he's wanted by Real Madrid. So it's a decent profit. Kvaradona, 13 goals, 5 assists, average rating of 7.23. Decent. Yeah, you'd take that. And he was there in their best 11. I mean, he's probably their best player, wasn't he? Wow. Let's look at transfers. Anything weird, like, happen? I mean, not really. I mean, people brought a bunch of players in from elsewhere, which is, I guess, surprising, but there's going to be a lot of free transfers as well. If we go to free transfers, yeah, look at this. And this is what I was talking about. Like, so many people are, because I've just released them, like Alexis McAllister, Pulisic, Firmino. You know, there's a lot of people around. Sarabia, Coutinho. Yeah, weird. Yeah, weird. Anyway, now we know that you are in your prime at 27. That's what we've learned today, apparently. Anyway, that'll wrap that up. That's been way too long for me, producing a video that was, you know, fairly interesting, I guess. I mean, it'd be cool to be able to lock it in that, you know, I guess similarly to like Real Sociedad, or no, not Sociedad, the other one, Bilbao, where they can only sign Basque players, where they, if I could say that you can only sign players that are born in a certain year, like you can only sign, what are these guys, 1994, you know, is that true? No, he's 5. Anyway, whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, that's enough of that. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you do let me know of any other challenges, any other experiments you'd like to see me do. This was really fun just to play around and see what happens and see different combinations of players and all that sort of stuff. So, love doing it. Why not let me know what you'd like to see from here? Until next time when we go again, doing something completely different. Peace.